Hey everyone, how's it going? Welcome to another Magic Arena Explorer video. So today we are playing a little bit of All Will Be One combo. So All Will Be One is a 5-mana enchantment that says whenever you put one or more counters on a permanent or player, All Will Be One deals that much damage to target opponent, creature an opponent controls, or planeswalker an opponent controls. And in this deck we're also running Ob Nixilis, Captive Kingpin. There's a 4/3 flying trample that says whenever one or more opponents each lose exactly one life, put a +1/+1 counter on it, exile the top card of your library until your next end step you may play that card. So these two cards form an infinite combo. If you have both of them on the battlefield and you do your opponent exactly 1 damage, then you put a counter on Ob Nixilis, that triggers All Will Be One, deals 1 damage to your opponent. You put a counter on Nixilis, triggers All Will Be One, etc., etc., and you basically just do them enough damage to win the game. So when you have those two cards in play, you can either put a single counter on a creature to start the combo rolling, or you can make the opponent lose 1 life. And we have 2 different ways of doing that. So we have Fight Rigging, which is the hideaway card that says at the beginning of combat on your turn, put a +1/+1 counter on target creature you control. Then if you control a creature with power 7 or greater, you may play the exile card without paying its mana cost. The exile card obviously being with Hideaway 5. So this not only allows you to find the bits of your combo, but putting a counter on one of your creatures with Fight Rigging essentially starts the ball rolling. And we also have Invasion of Asgol, which says when it enters the battlefield, target player sacrifices a creature or planeswalker and loses 1 life. So that also does the similar thing. And just to help us find all of the things we need, we also have Ayara's Oathsworn, which is a new card from March of the Machine Aftermath that says is a 2/2 with Menace that says whenever it deals combat damage to a player, if it has fewer than 4 +1/+1 counters on it, put a +1/+1 counter on it. Then if it has exactly 4 +1/+1 counters on it, search your library for a card, put it into your hand, then shuffle. So again, we can go searching for our bits of our combo. It also has Menace, so it's quite hard to block. So there's lots of different ways of assembling the combo. We're also running Archfiend of the Dross, so the 6/6 flying that enters the battlefield with 4 oil counters on it, and then you lose the game if it has none. But essentially, having that on the battlefield and then having Fight Rigging allows you to get to 7 power very quickly and get the card from underneath it. Similarly with Migloss also allows us to do that, and because although it comes to play as a 4/4, you can remove 2 of its oil counters to make it a 6/6, and then you pop a counter on it. So there are different ways of getting our bits of the combo onto the battlefield. So, it's just all about building consistency. And then the rest of the deck is pretty self-explanatory. 3 Thought Seizers and 3 Fatal Push at the 1-drop slot. We've got our cards here. Then we've got Liliana of the Veil, just a very useful creature removal planeswalker, and also helps rip through the opponent's hand. Fable of the Mirror Breaker, obviously, 3 copies of that is very good. And then the rest of the cards are all just kind of enabling our combo. We've been through all of those. And then the mana base, it's 3 colors. So we're running 4 Zeotora's Proving Grounds as our tri-color mana, and then a lot of dual lands, a single swamp. And we're also running 2 copies of the Monumental Facade, which enters the battlefield with 2 oil counters on it, and you can remove an oil counter from it to put an oil counter on an artifact or creature you control. So that allows us to not only trigger our All Will Be One cycle if we really want to, but we can also say, for example, put an oil counter on Archfiend of the Dross if we really need to. Obviously, All Will Be One is also triggered by things like Ayara's Oathsworn hitting the opponent. So yeah, there are many different ways that we have of essentially just making sure that we are doing that 1 damage that then starts the combo rolling. And then in the sideboard, we've got 4 copies of Cling to Dust as our graveyard hate of choice. We've got a Fatal Push and another Thoughtseize, so we can bring those in against certain decks. Back to Nature to destroy all enchantments. So if we're facing down any Fires of Invention style decks, the Filigree Silex is very good at dealing with decks that run a lot of cards with the same mana cost. So those kind of Boros Convoke decks. Brotherhood's End as our Wraths of choice, and then Wrenn and Realmbreaker allows us to not only fix all of our mana, but also mill cards and get the cards that we need into our hand, and turn our lands into 3/3s as well to help us close out the game. So that is the deck. It is a combo deck, so let's see how consistent it is. People were very excited when Ob Nixilis was spoiled that there would be this infinite combo. So let's see if it can do any damage in the Explorer format. And yeah, hit those like and subscribe buttons as ever. And let's go onto the ladder and see how we do. Okay, we'll take the play. Yeah, this is decent enough. Obviously, we want a green land at some point, but we can play most of our hand, and the fight rigging doesn't necessarily need to come down straight away. So let's open with Thoughtseize, see what the opponent's working with. Okay, so they're running spirits, so I think let's take their... what are we taking here? Supreme Phantom seems like a good bet, but if we take Spectral Sailor, we can then potentially hit them with Liliana for their Phantom. So yeah, let's take Spectral Sailor here and just deny them a 1-drop. Okay, let's play Ayara's Oathsworn. Hope to draw a land next turn. Would be helpful. Okay, they're not biting. Also, we do not have another land, so let's just play another Oathsworn. Fair enough. Okay, Supreme Phantom by itself isn't that interesting. But they do have a Mausoleum Wanderer. Fair enough. Okay, that's a good bet. So let's play Fable of the Mirror Breaker. We'll trade with the Supreme Phantom. What are we discarding here? I think we will not discard anything. I think we will attack with our... Okay. Let's play Proving Ground, and I think I am happy for them to counter my fight rigging if I cast it, so... Yep, fair enough. Oof, Supreme Phantom's a good draw. Okay, let's attack. Let's play Liliana of the Veil. Fair enough. Sack a creature, please. Interesting. Okay, let's play another Proving Ground. Okay, so let's play All Will Be One. Let's attack. Play another Proving Ground. Okay. Good game one. So let's bring in another Fatal Push. I think Brotherhood's End is good here. How do I feel about the Filigree Silex? That's not bad. And let's take out Archfiend because it will just end up killing us. And I'm not about that. Okay, on the draw will be much more challenging because their counter spells will be online. Oof. It's an oof. It's better. So we got both bits of our combo, but I quite like having Oathsworn. I really want all of these, but I think I'm going to pop away All Will Be One for the moment. Okay, let's push the Mausoleum Wanderer. Because it will surely prove an annoyance later. Okay, let's play IR as Oathsworn. Yep, Rattle Chains it is. Interesting, okay. So all of their spirits have flash now, which is not ideal. Let's make an attack. Fair enough. Could be worse. Right, let's drop Liliana of the Veil. Expect a counterspell. Yep. Okay, let's just hope they are now out of counterspells. I'm not hopeful, but let's play Ob Nixilis. Okay, let's drop another Proving Ground. So, without counterspells, we potentially have we can potentially win the game next turn. Yeah, we can, in fact, because we will just... So yes, if we play Haunted Ridge, if we tap like this, play All Will Be One. Do they know what's going to happen to them? Okay. Let's put an oil counter on here. 1 damage. Counter. 1 damage. Counter. 1 damage. Counter. There we are. Okay, we're on the draw. No play till turn 4 is not good, but hopefully we'll draw some decent cards. Okay, serves me right for complaining about lack of land, I suppose. Okay, so they're playing some sort of lands matter deck. Of course. Okay, elementals, sure. And nothing to target with the fatal push. Two Risen Reefs is always fun. Okay, but no. Okay, let's pop Archfiend down. Okay, that is a... What are they doing here? Okay, Growth Spiral, sure. Ah, interesting. They're suffering a bit with lack of land themselves, so let's take advantage of that. Let's Fatal Push their Lotus Cobra. Let's pop an Invasion of Asgol into play. Are we attacking the invasion? Yeah, let's. Okay, so after a tough draw for us there, we did manage to get it done through a bit of bad luck from our opponent. So, what are we playing? What are we bringing in against elementals? I think we will want another Thoughtseize. We will want Brotherhood's End. Fatal Push is okay. The Filigree Silex is okay. And let's take out... Fight Rigging? Yeah, let's take out Fight Rigging. Too slow, too slow. Cannot be durdling around with a Fight Rigging. Yep, this seems a decent mix. Turn 3, turn 4. Yeah. Turn 1 Thoughtseize. Yeah, it's all to the good. Okay, they're off to a quick start, but let's disrupt their play, hopefully. Huh. Okay, well, I'll take your Ulamog. Ooh, making a statement. Okay, let's drop Stomping Ground, play an IR as Oathsworn. Okay, not bad for our opponent. Also not really doing much. So, Invasion, not so fussed about here. Okay. There's a lot of land coming into play. Is it being used to cast anything is the question. Nope, not at the moment. Okay, well, let's drop the Invasion now then. Give our Miglos Vigilance and a Menace. Do some stuff. Cast our Ashen Reaper. Okay, I did feel a bit bad for our opponent there. They didn't have the best time of it. Oh well, let's move on. Okay, let's take the play. Yeah. Hello. Ooh, Grixis. Okay, well, let's take one of their fables. Let's drop Iara's Oathsworn into play. Thank you. Let's play Fight Rigging. Let's drop Ob Nixilis under it. Ha, okay, let's Invasion of Asgol. Play a Proving Ground. I think I'm going to attack my opponent here because then I can... And let's fetch... What am I getting here? I think let's get another Thoughtseize. And let's take their target Prismari command. So they're running a creativity deck, which is interesting. How very dare you, but you will die as a result of this, so... Good game, opponent. So, Grixis creativity, you say? How does one combat Grixis creativity? I think we Thoughtseize. We bring in a couple of Back to Natures. Does the Filigree Silex do anything for us here? I suppose it blows up like tokens. Yeah, we'll pop that in. And we will take out Miglos. No, I quite like Miglos here. Archfiend. Yeah, let's take out Archfiend. Hello, yes, it's still me. Fable might deny the mana. Huh, good draw. And we are not drawing well at all. Okay, Atraxa in the bin, but I don't think this is a reanimator deck, so that's not so much of a problem. Okay, well, let's play our own Fable. The Goblin token is very, very dead, but at least this will let us discard past our mana flood a little. I'm not really fussed by that. Wasn't doing anything for a... Good lord. And that is why Fable is a good card. So we've got a Miglos, nothing else. Okay, they're discarding a Xander's Lounge. I like that. Okay, let's Invasion of Asgol. Yep, fair enough. So attack down the invasion. Let's hold up 3 mana to discard Proving Ground. Oh, have they got... No creativity. Okay, let's do this in response. Fun. You better not have another removal spell. I will be seriously miffed if you do. Okay, good. Drop another Miglos. We'll shock this in just in case you want to blow up an enchantment. Interesting. Investigate. Okay. Still nothing of note. Okay, well, these back to natures are looking very bad right about now. But let's bop our opponent to 1. Five, I mean, I was thinking 1 because I could get them to 1 if I really wanted to. I think they still die if they play. Okay, Kaito Shizuki doesn't do it for them. Yeah, no, they are super dead here, despite our rather weird draws. Huh. Okay, well, let's play the Filigree Silex. Let's blow up the Filigree Silex. Just because we can. Good game, opponent. Okay, we're rattling through these. And let's do one more, I think. Okay, pretty good. The opponent's on Gigantha, so it could be Sacrifice, the Convoke. Huh. Insole Artifact deck. That's fun. Well, let's take their Insole Artifact. I'm a big fan of these Masterpiece Ornithopters. It's very dramatic casting because it's a mythic around what is essentially an ornithopter. You get a lot of the. Ooh, interesting. Okay. I like what's going on here. Let's draw Miglos into play. Wow. Okay, well, let's blow up the Reign of Truth. Pass the turn. Ooh, swing and a miss. Okay, we'll play the Monumental Facade. We will. How are we going to deal with this Stonecore Serpent? Basically, we're not, is the seems to be the long and short of it. So let's play. Yeah, none of these options are very good, to be honest. So let's play IR as Oathsworn. Play Invasion of Asgol. Pass the turn. It's not looking good, lads. Oh, gotta make this block. It's not a very profitable one. Okay, let's go to game two. So we'll pop in another Fatal Push. Let's take out Thoughtseize because they basically just dump their entire hand onto the board anyway. Filigree Silex. Let's take out one copy of All Will Be One. The reasonable sideboarding, I think, against this deck. Yep, that is a decent start against them. Let's kill Skrelv. Let's play IR as Oathsworn. Let's attack. Pop Miglos into play. Emery's fun. Okay, so I can play the Silex, blow it up. That'll kill the Stonecoal Serpent of the Ornithopter. Yep, I think that's pretty decent. Just give this Vigilance and Menace. Ah, interesting. Okay. I'll take your punishment. Let's play the Monumental Facade. Let's give this Vigilance and Menace. Make some more attacks. Let's pass the turn. Sure. Okay, I think I should be able to win here. And indeed I did. Okay. Are we doing anything different for game 3? Don't think so. Cling to Dust. Is it good to take stuff out the graveyard? I mean, they've got so many critical massive artifacts in the graveyard that trying to stop Emery that way seems a bit of a losing battle. I think we will say no to this hand. This one's okay, but not great. Needs a third land. Third land, it seems I'm to be denied. Okay, that's better. So let's get ready to cast Brotherhood's End, depending on what they do. Interesting. Okay, well, let's drop Liliana instead, expecting a rebuke. Yep. Fascinating. Okay, let's play Fable of the Mirror Breaker. Okay, I can do this all day. Right, let's hope this works this time, because if it doesn't, we're probably in trouble. Ah, good thinking. Nice. Well, would be nice to draw some land once upon a time, but I think we're just dead here. Not quite. Nope. Okay, well, a bit of a silly one that, but can't be helped. We were just mana screwed. So yeah, that was all will be one combo. Not too bad. Didn't get to combo off that often, but the other parts of the deck seem to perform quite well. So there we are. Everyone loves a bit of Jund. Oh, we got some Lord of the Rings packs to open. Let's see what we get. Press the enemy, return targets. Huh. And Glow-in, Dwarf Emissary. Interesting. Anyway, so that was all will be one combo, built around a Jund shell. You could technically, I suppose, just build a Rakdos shell, but it's all about the different ways of getting the combo started. I mean, there's some powerful cards. IR's Oathsworn, yeah, it's a sneaky good card, that. I keep an eye on that one. So I'd be interested to know what it's doing in Standard. Obviously, all of these cards are individually quite powerful, which does help. Yeah, so an interesting one. Let me know if you've seen any similar deck lists in the comments, if you have any suggestions for how to make the deck better. And yeah, hit those like and subscribe buttons, and I will see you next time. Thanks very much for watching.